Don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that. Yes, don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't get the dark 'cause the feds on it. Don't get the dark 'cause the feds on it. Get down.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the southwest, eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I eBay valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I resage Chukwueze. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect a demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird, let me fly away. Nelly Furtado. Bye.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I tease her. Been having my waist since a little. I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a f***, I close wheels, you cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same, ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I wanna ring. Demon time over everything, you don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them, oh, had to come and intervene. Boy, them keys to that Bentley, I'm tryna drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently, now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down, tryna show the world how it sound. I'm around to make the wrong turn, we don't even wanna turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody, I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they, cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do but I've been off them all week. Tryna take this far as I can, I want it all on sleep. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as you start running up money, they could tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking on mouth, spin a bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashy with a cyst on, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed, this get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image, this was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished, cause you be in your zone when you the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. In motion right is Wilson. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Tua now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action. Now Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. To the right.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To a hit, and the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by Chosen. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jets' 31-yard line.
Ready.
Tua sets up to pass it. That ball caught. It's chosen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jermaine Johnson from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there.
Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time.
There he goes, left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards.
First down, Jets.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
On first and 10, it's Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Got it here at the 29 on second and 8.
Rodgers now to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, you'll have no talk about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Rodgers going to throw.
Throw right side, Wilson. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, as the first half is winding down.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Robbie Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it can change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
A final shot before half for Rodgers.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room, But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force an incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now Hall to start the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hall again on second down. He takes this for 3 to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, here's Hall. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Breece Hall. And the right end. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. John Franklin Myers picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now here's a throw. It's complete.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Picks this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10.
Up the middle, Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. A great pick. Nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go ahead.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. York now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. at the 23. It's 2nd and 12. Here's Rodgers. It's brought in by Wilson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Jets are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
44, ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Outright caught by Chosen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's into the hands of Chosen. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Watson, Oscar.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38.
A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Meanwhile, to his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tua now on first down. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Will McDonald showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
22-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Hey, 21, TA. Come on, one, hard. Hey.
On play action, here's Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one finds Waddle on the comebacker. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll go again with Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They were the 46 defense just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first 3 guys, the center and the 2 guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run up the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done. They didn't get it done on that one either. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Will
McDonald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my...
It's like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my